we're going to move on, if no one would like to call in, to something that it's our second week of this segment. It's something I like to call Steve's Advice of the Week.
I always look forward to this block.
Now, this one connects to both me and Max, because Max, you had mentioned a little bit your summer camp there, but something that I personally do not like. Now, this has to do a little bit with my job, but it could have to do with anything. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not come to theme parks on Saturdays in the summer. It is not okay with me. That's upsetting. It is really, really, really crowded. Max, let me get this one out. Okay, so basically, we have thousands of people. I work at a place called Sesame Place. It is a theme park in the Northeast, and we have a lot of people coming there every day, mostly in the summer. And on Saturdays, this place goes crazy. There's about 15 to 20,000 people in there in August. And what I can't understand is, ladies and gentlemen, please take your kids, have a little love for your kids, and take them during the weekdays. Take them during a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Please love your kids and take off a day of work so you can go when it's not crowded and when you don't have to complain and get upset at the many people that are working their hardest for minimum wage. Please, please, please. I just want to suggest that again. Do not come to theme parks on Saturdays. I hate that. Come on a Tuesday or a Wednesday when it is not crowded and we are happy and lovely, and we would love to serve you on a Monday through Thursday.
Thank you for your monologue. I agree with you, actually. I've never actually worked at a theme park, but as a theme park patron from time to time. Is that the correct use of the word patron? I hope so. You don't have to respond to my question. I find that going to the week is obviously a lot better because not as many people are there because they show up on Saturdays when it's hot outside. What I used to, I think, at least once, maybe twice in high school, my high school ended a little bit earlier than the public schools in Virginia did for whatever reason. So we would make the trip up to King's Dominion up by Richmond, Virginia, like on a Wednesday, like between when my school got out and when Virginia schools got out. And nobody would be there, and we'd literally wouldn't have to get off the rides. We wouldn't have to get off and get back in line. We could just literally stay on the ride and go again. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've been to it doesn't even have to be a theme park, but maybe you've been to the difference in a sporting event on a Saturday and a sporting event on a Tuesday night is a little different. So I think you'd agree that it's sometimes a lot more fun. Maybe it's more fun when there's more people at a sporting event. But if you go into a theme park on a Saturday and then maybe on a weekday and see the huge difference.
It's a huge difference. It's not as fun.
It's not nearly as fun. You have to wait in lines that are about 4 times longer. And let's be honest, I'm not happy working on a Saturday. Between the customers complaining and sometimes you have management that aren't always happy on Saturdays, it's not a very fun thing to do. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you're planning on going on a Saturday, do not do that. I know that we have mostly kids listening, so you know that you go on a weekday because, if you're in college or high school, you don't have anything to do during the summer. But adults, or when you get older and you have work, either don't take them at all or take them on a weekday.
Okay. As somebody who's worked in the food sales at a theme park, those prices are ridiculous. You understand that, right?
They are extremely I can't even talk. Extremely ridiculous.
Like $4 for a bottle of water.
It is miserable. And I've always said if I was the head guy, the president, the vice president, the owner, whatever it is, I would lower the prices. Does the top guy need all that money? No. Now,
probably not.
It's different if they're using that to keep the company going, but it's unbelievable. We used to have a cup that cost $9. And the refills were not free.
Oh my God!
It's unbelievable. So we had people. It was kind of fun because you'd had people coming up making jokes to you. The customers, and they're just like, "You guys are insane." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like the $9 cup. The lady's like, "What does it come with? Does it make bubbles? What does it do?" I'm like, "No, it's just a cup. It just you get to drink
what
with
was
it."
the cup like?
It was literally a plastic cup that had a very, very easy to be destroyed mini Elmo bobblehead on the top.
Okay, so it wasn't even in a cool shape or anything.
Not at all, and it broke off. A kid would touch it, the arm would pull off, which is just, you know, that kills the kid's spirits anyway. But I mean, the prices are awful though. I will say that, and it really does stink when you have to wait in a long line. But when these people come up to me and, you know, they're like, "I want you to know I've been waiting in line for an hour." Well, I want you to know you're here on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So whose fault is that?
I want you to know that I've been dealing with complaining customers like you for the last 4 hours. So shut your mouth.
For the last 4 hours?
Well, however long you work at these food stands. I don't know what your shift is like.
Oh, I thought like specifically in the last 4 hours you've had customer complaints about something.
No, I was just saying that's what you could reply, obviously, and then get fired. But you know.
That's true. But so again, you know, we'll get out of this segment, but we would just like to know that, just like to let everyone know, do not come to the theme parks on Saturdays, and just think about coming early if it's a game day, things like that. You don't want to, you know, you don't want crowds. It's not fun. So I think we'd now like to switch it over to some more music, and, you know, let us move on here. So Max, if you're interested, we can switch it over to our music.
Well, let me explain this choice of music before I play it. You were just talking about your summer job, and we've already talked about my summer job plenty, and we're going to some more. So, for those of you who don't know, I work at a summer camp called Camp Kanata. It's in Wake Forest, North Carolina. It's pretty fantastic. And not only have I been working there for the past 3 summers, but I also used to spend my days as a child being a camper there. So I've been there for overall like 11 summers now. And it's a pretty incredible place. And through this incredible place, I've been introduced to many things. I think my first time listening to Green Day was at this camp.
Wow.
Yeah. I went home to my dad. I was like, I want to buy a Green Day CD. And I didn't know the name of the album. And I was like, the CD has a picture of a Green Day on it. It looked like the CD, now I know, is called Dookie, is the album, name of the album. And like the album art is kind of like, I don't know, I used to describe it as a Green Day, and then the CD salesman had no idea what I was talking about. And I
imagine he thought you were crazy.
Yeah, basically. But I used to have these camp counselors that were pretty awesome, and since being camp counselors, this group of camp counselors has gone on to become a musical group known as Lila, which stands for one of the guys' name is Eli, so Lai, and the other guy's name is J-La, so Lila. And I'd like to play one of their songs here on the radio in just a second here. But yeah, they are a pretty fantastic group that really, their music is on iTunes now, which is incredible to me because, like,
wow, as a local band.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, maybe it's not that hard to get your music on iTunes.
That's still neat nonetheless, though.
Let's just play the song. I hope you enjoy. This is Lila, Lila. Check them out if you like it.
Ticket back and forth and side to side that might come with it. For types that's driven, I might go hitch it in the bed of a truck and get robbed by a bus. I gotta bet on my luck, fishing for a way to beat these odds, cause this'll be the day that I hop up at the fish pond. Dish one to the homies thinking it's gone. I bring it back even in this song. Belongs to fond memories beyond energy, beyond the cultures. Batons and wands can go on closer to realities that I hope for. I wrote to the pen pal of my metaphor. Song, oh horse, roll horse, so I speak with a low voice, no choice but to seek out the world can't be beat. The world of my dreams is the word on the street.
Don't stop moving, don't stop till the world is grooving. Don't stop moving all the time. Oh, don't stop moving, don't stop till the world is grooving. Don't stop moving all the time. Oh,
On a mini moto, Totos, Pelotos, got a million stories so I wrote them in photos. Can't speak, but I show how I go though. Reach, eat, peak till I float a volcano. Think that's neat, hitchhike where the rain goes. Land grows everything that the man knows. Off land then you go through the mangroves. Offhand another place that I stand for. please come quick, cause you know that the tectonic plate might shift, and the next step I take be the last one I get. But at last as I sit, take a glance, this is it. The transit terminal stands as my gift. Passenger pressing both hands as I wish for the ride of my life, and the chance to admit a life left stagnant ain't worth.
Again, that was Lila. The song was called Out With a Bang. I'm a really big fan of not only that song, but of Lila in general. And that might be because I kind of know the two guys that are the feature musicians. But they call it hip folk.
Is that the name of the music kind of
that's what they call their genre. It's like hip hop, but also like the stuff behind the rap lyrics is like a little bit different than what you would typically hear from, I don't know, a typical hip hop musician. I'm a really big fan. If you want to check that song out, they also created a pretty awesome music video for that song. So Lila, Out With a Bang, look that up on YouTube. It's a pretty cool music video. They're basically just running around the streets of Durham, North Carolina throughout the entire video. Steve and I wait, was this with you? Did we go to Durham together last year?
Did we go to a Bulls game? Yes, we did.
I don't even remember that.
You just brought it up.
Yeah.
How do you not?
I remembered vaguely that we went to Durham. I didn't remember actually going to a Bulls game with you last year. But I remember you saying, like, I showed you the video, and then when we ended up in Durham, you, like, recognized a few of the places from the video when we were walking down.
That was pretty neat. I like Tobacco Road, like, they had the whole, you know, like they had like a little creek running down.
Yeah, the Great American Tobacco District.
Something like that. Yeah. That was really cool. I've never seen anything like that where it's kind of like a well-known, you know, area inside the, you know, this sort of city there near the stadium. That was neat. So I like that.